Okay, you did it. Okay. All right, T.
There
All
we
right, Angela. How are you?
I am good.
Good. Happy
Yes.
Tuesday. Yes, me and you are trying to get ourselves together because we got all these malfunctions.
Well, at least
Difficulties.
the flickering stopped. I don't look like I'm in a 8 millimeter movie here.
I know. Yeah, everybody, we were trying to go live, and for some reason, I guess God was giving us a sign because he was flickering. There was a flicker going on Angela's side, and we could not get rid of it, but it stopped.
It
So
has stopped.
now we're all good. We're all good. So let us know if you're watching, where you're watching from, and who you are. We'd love to chat with you. If you have any questions, please comment, and we will check them out and we'll answer if we can. But I just wanted to do this series this week with three of my clients, three of my current amazing clients, and I just love working with certain types of women and women that handle their business. And every time me and Angela get on our calls, we have a good time. And before we know it, the 60 minutes over, and it just seems like two business women chatting it up and giving each other ideas and supporting each other. So, it feels more like that type of relationship rather than me, your coach, back and forth and stuff like that. But I really enjoy it. So I just want to introduce you all to my wonderful client named Angela Lofton Moore. She is, I call her a serial entrepreneur, but she is an owner of multiple businesses. She's been able to run and keep running for several years. So Angela, please introduce and tell the audience about who you are and all your businesses that you run right now.
Tell them all my business.
Yeah,
Okay.
tell all your business.
Well, like Chandra says, my name is Angela Lofton Moore, and I am the owner of Workflow Lounge, which is a co-working space in Rancho Cordova. I am also the president of Moore Park Enterprises, which is an entity formation company, meaning that we help set up people in their businesses, whether it's sole proprietorship, LLC, corporation, or even nonprofits, and we do that nationwide. Um, I'm also the owner of Info Princess Graphics, which is actually my first business that I walked away from corporate with in 2009. And I have a nonprofit called Beyond the Village that also helps set up businesses, but we do it free of charge for veterans. So my newest venture, of course, is Angela Lofton Moore Coaching. I've been doing the coaching under the Moore Park umbrella for a while, and I've decided to take it a little bit out of there and create a new program called Second Act Business Builders, which actually launched on May 15th with 9 wonderful women. And these are women that have started a business or are getting ready to start a business in their second phase or second act of life, whether it be, retired, the kids are gone, newly single, whatever it is, they've decided they want to do a business and they want to do it the right way. So they've joined us and we're doing an 8-week program to help them get started.
Yes. So I think we connected through Rue, right? Our wonderful tax lady.
Yes.
She is my accountant and bookkeeper, everything for me. And I don't know if she is yours, but she definitely mine. And I think she connected us, right?
Yes, she is actually what I consider my partner in crime.
Yes.
And when we started doing training last year, when everything fell apart, COVID hit, we ended up doing a lot of training sessions together for people who were trying to get pandemic money and couldn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
They just weren't set up properly.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she was handling the accounting side of things. I was handling the structuring side of things. And I found out how amazing she was. And so we've been buds ever since.
Yeah. Yeah. She referred me because I needed to turn my LLC to an S Corp, and you helped me do that. So we connected, and Angela did that for me, and then she started following me on Facebook, and I guess kind of seeing what I did, and was like, "Hey, I need to connect with you because I want to create a coaching program." Right?
Exactly. Yes, I've been working on a coaching program, trying to launch a coaching program for a while. And it's not that I couldn't do it. I just had multiple companies and multiple things going on. And with COVID, it was kind of hard because one of my businesses, the co-working space, of course, was completely shut down. So the other companies had to, go into overdrive to make sure that Workflow Lounge didn't go away.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yes.
Here
So
we
right. So Angela reached out to me. It really wasn't a hard sell or anything. I think you were kind of like, we discussed it and I had some great ideas and we kind of went back and forth and you were like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So Angela signed on with me to be a one-on-one client. And we worked together for 6 months and complete a few goals that we have. And we make sure we hit those goals. And we started working on it. And one of those goals were to create a business coaching program for women. Mm-hmm. And so I remember, our first session, I think we created it on our first session. Yeah.
We did too, yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of one of my geniuses and one of my gifts is to really create and name and see the vision for my clients. I see it before you see it, or I just kind of get the vision pretty quickly. And, we were trying to figure out what we're going to name it. I think you had some names in mind too, right?
Yeah. And none of them were exactly,
Yeah.
So you and I just brainstormed it until the name finally came up and stuck.
Yes.
Yes. So my clientele tends to be more mature women anyway. I connect better with them probably because I'm one of them,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was just a great fit to be able to just connect with women that are, in my phase of life and
yeah,
trying to get something done.
And that, that's what it was, right? We had to figure out, are you creating a program for everybody, or are we going to niche down to focus on a certain group of people, women, men, age group and all that. And I really try to do that with my clients, is really understand, you hone down and you speak to a certain type of person online and you don't realize that your clients are who they are. Like, we had to look, I had to ask you, like, who are the people that come to you mostly? And once you think about it, you're like, oh yeah, it is mostly women in their second act, women of a certain age, right? Kind of 40 plus, that are, kind of like, okay, I've had my career. I want to start a business. I've been wanting to start a business for several years. I just don't know what to do. Right. And so we decided to call it Second Act, because this is their second act at creating something in their life that is theirs. Right. And something that they've been kind of passionate about for a long time. So that's how we came up with the target audience, which are women.
Right.
And so we did that. We marketed it. I mean, we kind of did some coaching on how to market, how to message, positioning, all of these things, how to post, how to reach out, how to close the sale, all these things. And her program launched on May 15th, right? And we had how many women registered for the program?
We had 8 registered when the program started, and 1 more jumped on board the day that we actually started.
So 9.
So planning for 10, we ended up with 9. So.
And I just want to tell you guys, I work with a lot of women, a lot of coaches, and that create programs with me. And I'm telling you, none of my clients have gotten 9 women in their first cohort, in their first group. 9 total. They might get 4, they might get 5, they might get 6, but 9. We were pushing for 10. We were pushing for 10, but we got the 9, and that was close enough for me. And I think that was a success, right? Because I mean, really, I don't see it all the time to get that many on your first go around. But I think that is a demographic right now that is looking for something else to do, whether they're in retirement, whether they're just kind of like, I've been in this career for a long time and I'm not passionate about it. Now I'm going to work on my passion. I want to do what I love. Right.
And it's, I mean, the women that came on board like almost immediately, because we had 3 of them that came on board like as soon as we announced it.
Yeah.
And, retired from work. 2 of, 1 is retired and 2 are about to retire.
Mm-hmm.
So, that this was the perfect thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've been doing all these classes and most of them knew me that are in the class now, knew me from all the training that I've done and all the classes that I've done. So it was an easy thing for them to trust that I was going to provide them what I needed to provide them in order for them to do what they wanted to do.
So, the whole purpose of this interview, and I want the audience to know too, is really just to advertise and market, because you guys know I'm not shy about marketing what I do and how I do it. Is about, how it is to work with me, right? And the results I get. I call it the receipt series for a reason, because I have several receipts of successful clients that once they work with me are knocking it out the park. Just because I really try to coach in a different way. I give everything, like all my secrets, contracts, documents, anything you need, anything. I'm telling you, I'm on Messenger with you, Voxer, we message, right? Angela,
Yeah,
I don't know.
absolutely.
Just talk about the experience working with me.
Absolutely. I mean, the things that we started talking about immediately, because I had been marketing. I have Facebook pages for all of my different businesses. I have Instagram pages for all of them. I have Twitter for all of them. And I've got followers, and it's been going okay, but it's not been going as fast as I would like. And the first thing you did, of course, was take me off my business pages in Facebook and put me on my personal page.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a game changer almost from the word go.
Yeah. From the first post.
From the first post, yeah.
Right.
I was never the one to blow my own horn very loud.
Mm-hmm.
And I created something. I think my first really blowing my horn was, I run all these businesses. And guess what? When I came here at age 11, I didn't even speak English. So all of your excuses that you have, out the window. So let's go and do this. Yeah. And people responded. And it was really, from then on, I did all of my marketing. Instead of doing it on my Facebook business page and then sharing it to my personal page, I'm doing it the other way around.
Right.
Putting it on my personal page and then sharing it to my business pages. And that's made a world of difference. So and my own horn hasn't hurt me or killed me. So it's okay.
Right. You didn't die. You didn't die from bragging on yourself a little bit and giving credit for all the hard work that you've done and all these businesses you built over the years. And this is kind of what I think that it's part of it too. The coaching is that confidence that you build when you're working with somebody. It helps to have somebody else tell you that you're amazing and you're awesome. And like, hey girl, look at you, like, look at your resume and look what you did. So it's okay. It's not like you're lying. Right? When you're going online and talking about all the wonderful things you did, you're not lying. And you got to market yourself, just like all these other restaurants do. They talk about they're the best burger in town and #1 burger in the world. Like, so we got to toot our own horns every once in a while and let people know so they can come buy our services and, work with us. So
I've gotten some interesting jobs or, requests for coaching.
Mm-hmm.
But the post I think I did this morning or last night, I can't remember. I slept for like 10 hours somewhere in there. I just put on there, Google me. You have a business coach that has never started a business, has never operated a business.
I've seen that. Yeah.
What are they really going to be able to teach you? You can Google me and it'll tell you all the things that I've done, all the businesses that I've set up, all the websites that I've built, all of, you can find me.
You are Googleable.
I am Googleable.
Googleable. Yes. That's what I tell people. I've said that before too. Google me. You have a problem with me? Google me. Okay. You question me who I am? Google me. That's all I have to say. That's all you have to do. But anyway, so we created the program, you marketed, you filled it up. And one little tip for people who have businesses, we all have business pages, but Facebook, they're not going to always allow you to post, or get traction on your business page. So I always advise my clients to talk about their business and market themselves on their personal, and it makes a world of difference. And a lot of people say, well, my people that want to buy from me or my customers are not on my personal page. And I always say, how do you know? Where's your evidence? Do you have evidence of that?
Well, and the thing about it is, it actually, I was kind of feeling like, well, my personal friends, I've got 3,000 friends on my personal page. They're not going to want to see these ads all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I was worried about that. And you said, you know what, if they don't want to see your ads, let them delete themselves. Or you said your friends can delete themselves.
Yes.
And I thought about it, it's like, okay, the worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to say, okay, I don't want to see this anymore. I'm not going to follow her or whatever. But the best thing that could happen is they'll give you referrals.
Exactly.
And that's what's been happening.
Yeah.
People have been sending me referrals. A lot of people have been sending me a lot of referrals.
So sometimes they don't exactly know what we do, or they knew that you own businesses, but really didn't know that you were coaching people and you were looking for clients, or you were seeking clients. So, you put yourself out there, and something I always say is like, if we don't market ourselves or put ourselves out there, how can people know how to find us or pay us for our services if nobody knows what we do? Right? If we're not marketing ourselves every day.
People still to this day say, I didn't know you build websites. I didn't know you do graphic design. And that was my first business. That was the one I walked out of corporate with and said, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. So I've been doing that full time for 12 years. And I still do it a little bit, but I'm really trying to get to the coaching side, because that really is where my passion is. And and now with this Second Act Business Builder program, these women are so amazing. They are so thirsty for information. They are so hungry to learn new stuff. And I'm just excited to be working with them.
So in your program, you're actually helping them build a whole business plan, right? From the beginning to the end.
When we are done, they will have a complete business plan, and they will be introduced to someone who actually does financing for small businesses, specifically woman-owned businesses. So on 8, we'll have our graduation, and this person will be there that they can use their business plan and hand that to them, and hopefully maybe get some funding for their business. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. And, I think that whoever's out there, if you know somebody, in their second act of life and they're ready to launch their business, it could be you watching. Connect with Angela, because she's going to have another group starting soon. So reach out to her if you're interested, or share this out. Please don't just watch it yourself. Please share this, because we're really trying to build women who are independent business owners that are making a lot of money, because when we make a lot of money, we can make a whole lot of impact. So, anyway, so investing with me is not it's not like pennies, right? It's an investment. It's a commitment. It's an investment. It's not cheap to work with me, but
it's well worth it. I mean, through this first program, I've already recouped everything that I will be paying you for the entire time. So,
and we're only in our third month.
Second month, yeah.
Second month of coaching, and we have 4 more months to go. Yep. And she's already made the money back that she would be paying for the next 4 months.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And again, we're looking to do another program where we're looking for some gentlemen. So if you're a guy out there, not sure how to approach this, call me. I don't bite. And okay, I'm going to be nice here. I don't bite. And, I do have men that I coach as well. So it's a little bit different, and you don't have to be in the group if you don't want to, although we're looking at maybe doing the next group co-ed. So I'm excited about that.
20 years of experience, 20 years in building business, and, having sustainable businesses, different types of businesses too, I think is helpful. That as a coach, that you have the perspective of nonprofit and a for-profit company. So it's beneficial for your clients. But it's just been a joy working with you, because, who I like to work with are women like you that take action. You don't really BS. You don't have time to BS. You're not like, oh, but I don't know, I don't feel like it. And giving me excuses after excuses. You actually take action. And this is the magic. It's like, I'm going to give you the strategies that work for me. Okay. So
right on the money. So, you haven't given me anything that's fallen flat.
Yeah.
So it's,
I love it. Because I know on our last call, we were talking about a strategy, and I said, okay, go do this. And then like later that day, I think it was that same day, you messaged me and they're like, oh yeah, this is going to happen. We're moving forward on this opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's kind of brought me out of my shell also, because I have been kind of sitting there trying to, figure out when the Facebook pages, the business pages, were going to really take off. I have
Right.
followers, and I do business with some of my Facebook followers,
Mm-hmm.
but it just never really like slid off the page
Mm-hmm.
like you wanted it to until I took it over to my personal page.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the secret right there to market on our personal pages, right? And a lot of people don't do it. And a lot of people give advice. I've heard other business coaches give advice of not to, but I'm like, why would you do that? Because you really don't get any traction, right? You really don't get any traction on your business pages.
Unless you pay.
Unless you're paying for ads.
You can do paid ads.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not doing paid ads. I'm doing, free advertising.
Yeah.
On my personal page.
Organic marketing. I'm telling you, a lot of people feel like they have, or people want to jump into paying for ads. And I'm telling you, I'm like, you can make six figures and beyond organically without having to invest in ads or anything. People want quick, fast money and quick fixes. And I'm telling you, I tell people, even with Facebook ads, you're going to have to tweak it. It's like an experiment until you get it right. And you could spend a whole lot of money trying to figure it out and getting frustrated. Or you can learn how to organically market yourself effectively and call your audience in and speak to your people, and they come to you. You don't realize that. I mean, you have women like, hello, me. I'm ready. Can I call, connect with you? I mean, from the get-go, right? Once you started posting and talking about it. So
yeah, I had the Jackie was my first one. She's like, I'm first. And I think it was Jackie, Teresa, and then Robin. And it's like, it snowballed after that. So
Angela, what would you tell somebody who's been on the fence to connect with me and work and coach with me? What would you tell them that they were teetering on there?
You and I share a client that you referred to me, and she told me that she was going to be in your powerhouse group. And I told her, listen to every single word and do what she tells you to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's no two ways about it. I mean, you just have to trust it. You have to trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
And you can look at the evidence. You can look what you've done. You can Google you, like I told people today to Google me. There's history there. There's evidence there. Like you said, there's receipts there showing that this is what you do and where your successes are.
Mm-hmm.
And people just need to, jump in. I mean, it's well worth the money. We'll have a little bit of sticker shock when she first talks to you, but you'll get over it. Trust me.
Right. And I was talking to another coach today, and actually like in a challenge and talking to them. But they were talking about the value of our coaching. And you think about when we're charging, right? When we're charging our coaching, what is that value in a lifetime? What is that value to them in a lifetime, right? So so if you think about that, right? If I was to coach, like I'm coaching you, right? We end in 4 months, but you're taking all of this strategy to continue to fill up your programs and making tens of thousands of dollars over the years. That could range up to $500,000, $1 million. You just never know how much money you generate from the strategies you learned from me. Right. And even from your clients learning from you.
I mean, to me,
it's valuable.
It didn't take very long. I think I made the decision during the call. It's not like,
Yeah, you didn't think about it. You were like, let's do it.
You didn't see my sticker shock too much. But,
maybe we were on the phone. That's why we weren't on Zoom. I don't remember.
Well, it was.
You didn't show it.
No, it didn't show. And I've seen coaches that charge a lot more that aren't even where I am already. So I really needed to evaluate from the standpoint of, can you take me further than I am?
Yes.
And that's exactly what I was able to determine right away, that you have gone to some of the spaces where I want to be. Yeah. And so if you have been, you in the audience have been kind of stagnant, or you're still playing secret agent with your business, you're not telling anybody what you do, and you're wondering why you're not getting anywhere. Right. Working with Chandra is amazing. I didn't have some of those hesitations, and she still pulled me out of some, areas that I didn't really think I was stuck in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important. You need to invest in your legacy, in yourself, and in your business, and just move it forward. Otherwise, you're going to be here next year, same place, still wondering what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And, a lot of us wasted 2020
Mm-hmm.
because the pandemic and everything else. Don't waste another year.
Yeah.
You
Spin
know,
your wheels, right? Trying to figure it out on your own.
Powerhouse Academy, absolutely. She'll get you into that CEO mindset that helps you understand that, yes, I've gone from employee to employer, but now you need to go from business operator to business owner, meaning that you actually work on the business, not in the business.
Mm.
And she will help you do that.
Well, Angela, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really didn't give her a script to say, I promise I didn't. Yeah, no, I promise we don't do that. This is really just to show people, because there's always somebody in the audience that is following me and watching me that are kind of like, I'm scared to reach out. Maybe I'm not ready. I can't afford it. When they could if they wanted to, right? They could if they wanted to, if they figured it out. Because like I told people when I first started, I paid for coaches by any means necessary. I had credit cards. I borrowed money. Like I did, like if I didn't have the resources, if I didn't have enough, I made it work because I believed in my vision so much that I knew that I was going to make that money back tenfold on my vision.
Whenever I need something like that, I put it in the budget, and then I figure out how much more of what I have to do, of what I already do I have to do in order to cover that budget item.
Exactly. And that's what I do now as a business owner, right? I figure it out. And that's the best thing about being a business owner. You can make as much money as you want.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
You can make as much money as you want. You could plan it. You can say, okay, I need to sell this many things this month to make this much money.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had to do that to step up my game, to hire the coaches that I hire now, which are a lot of money. I'm paying $25,000 for coaches, to get to that level, to get to their level. I continue to invest since I started my business 5 years ago. I haven't stopped investing. So you figure it out.
And people will pay for what they really want.
Yes.
They'll figure out a way, because if you were to give a number out there and say, okay, it's going to cost you $4,000 for me to coach you, and people go, I can't afford that. But if you tell them, if you give me $4,000, I'll give you a brand new Lexus. Guess what? They're going to come up with that $4,000 value proposition.
Exactly, Angela. Exactly.
That Lexus is not an investment. The education is.
Yes.
And business and running your business, that's what you need. You need to invest in your business, and not the next Michael Kors. Michael Kors doesn't need your money. Buying
iPhones,
is not an investment.
Right. Everybody, right. Like you said, people will pay for what they want. We figure out a way to get the newest iPhone, the newest Jordans, everything new, right? The purses, the things that we want, but we won't invest. There's a lot of people that won't invest in their education and in their professional development or learning to build a successful business. And you could buy 10 Michael courses later, right? If you build a successful business. So
that's it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yourself first, and the rest will take care of itself. But if you're going to invest in yourself, make sure you take the advice of your coach.
Yeah.
Make sure you have a coach that actually, I always tell people, don't take climbing advice from people who haven't reached the peaks that you're trying to reach.
Exactly.
So, when you're looking for a coach, and I kind of get irritated sometimes on Facebook, there's this one ad that comes up that says, in 4 days, you can be a business coach, and it's only going to cost you $27. And I'm like,
oh, no.
They've never had a business. They've never started a business. They never operated a business. What could possibly go wrong? They're going to teach people how to, run their business.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that who you're working with really has experience in whatever you're getting coaching in.
Right.
It's a health person. Make sure that they have that background.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a business coach, make sure they have business experience. Otherwise, they can't teach you a lesson that they haven't learned yet.
Yeah. So, and the great thing is that working with you is that I learned from you as well. You know, when you're working with somebody, you learn from that other person. So,
Yeah.
you know, Angela has 20 plus years of experience running her business. So you know, she's always teaching me something new. You know, I pay attention to her, and I, you know, take her advice as well. So, you know, it's not just a one-sided relationship.
Right.
But you know, she has a wealth of knowledge for her clients as a business coach that, you know, like, is priceless. Because you've made, I'm sure, tons of mistakes, because that's what business is making a whole lot of mistakes, right? And then figuring out what works and letting that go, and figuring out what works and go in that direction with what works.
I know where the pitfalls are, and I can keep
Yeah.
you from falling into them. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
but do
Angela,
get yourself a coach that you can really work with, somebody that you feel comfortable with, because I've interviewed a few.
mhm,
I had another coach. Actually, I still have my
mhm.
other coach. Um, but I've talked to other people that just didn't, like I said, they weren't to the point where they were past where I am.
Yeah.
And that's what I needed. So I
And you
knew
got to feel it too, right? You got to feel the energy. You got to mesh and get along. And, you know, some people you just don't mesh with or get along with. Me and Angela will be laughing on our calls the majority of the time. On our coaching calls, yeah. But it's fun, you know, it's fun. It doesn't seem like work at all to me, you know, to be able to help women like this and get you to where you want to get to. So I'm excited about what we're going to do the next 4 months, because we already knocked it out the park these last 2 months. But I'm really excited what we build moving forward, and it's just all the way up from here. So, Angela, I just want to thank you for getting on this interview with me. If you're watching and you are on the fence about working with me, you've heard it from my client. You can Google me. You probably already have if you've been following me for a while. But you see all the clients and success stories that have come out of coaching with me and my Powerhouse Academy. I am taking more one-on-one clients. I have a few spots that are open. Powerhouse Academy starts soon. In the next couple of weeks, we have several women already signed up. I'm doing a challenge too in a week or so you guys can see what it's like to work with me for free. So if you're interested, we'll put all the links in the comments below, but reach out to me if you have any questions. Angela, again, thank you. Everybody who watched, thank you for watching. Check out Angela if you're in your second act and you want to start a business. She has another group starting soon. She starts from the beginning to the end of a business plan, and you'll meet with a funding person to help you fund that business possibly. So it's an excellent program, and she has some amazing women in it, and you will be blessed if you join that program. Anyway, all right, everybody, thank you for watching. Angela, thanks again. Don't exit yet, Angela. I'm just going to take us off of live. Okay. Bye, everybody.